Mother Nature gave us a light dusting of snow this morning, a beautiful day to stay inside and enjoy some college basketball, and we have a good one for you here today. The Towson Tigers come up to Philadelphia to take on your Drexel Dragons. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the DAC. I'm Rob Brooks along with Phil Martelli. And Phil, it's hard to believe that the Dragons haven't played on their court since December 2nd.
40 days. They didn't wander in the desert, though. They're here to play ball, and guess what? You better lace them up today. We have a Towson team coming in having 16 offensive rebounds in their last game. Drexel, 16 offensive rebounds in their last game. Towson, 11 made threes, 50 points in the second half, win at home over Northeastern. But Drexel, 2 road wins in a row. Now you have to protect your home.
Well, we'll jump right into it. Let's get to the featured player presented by Belfour. When fires, burst pipes, mold, or extreme weather impact your home or business, Belfour Property Restoration has your back. Belfour Property Restoration, restoring more than property. Yame Butler's the second leading scorer on this Drexel squad, but he's doing a lot more than just that.
It's just unbelievable when you look at 0 turnovers, 2 road conference games. Why is the conference different? Everybody knows each other's strengths. Everybody knows each other's weaknesses. For him to take care of that basketball shows great leadership, and that's going to have to carry forward against a tough Towson defense today.
On the other side, Towson features last year's CAA Rookie of the Year in Tyler Tejada.
Tough shot taker. And whenever I see a young man take tough shots, I look immediately to the bench, his teammates and his coaches. Nobody blinks. So that means tough shot maker, not just the tough shot taker. But we have to file this away, Rob. 0 for 7 last year against Drexel. Let's hope that continues.
Well, see if that Drexel defense, which is very highly rated, continues here today to press Tyler Tejada. We have a third member of the crew today. Renee Washington is here with us. And Renee, welcome in.
Well, guys, as you mentioned, for Drexel, it's been 40 days since they played here at home, so I asked them what have they learned on the road they can carry into today's conference matchup, especially from their last 2 wins. It's 2 keys for today versus Towson. 1, to control the ball, minimize turnovers, and take care of the ball. But 2, as you guys talked about the rebounding numbers, they said they have to be prepared for a war on the backboard. They're expecting physicality from the Tigers, especially crashing the glass. They have to be ready to limit second chance opportunities and win that battle on the rebound. So, guys, we'll see what happens. And Rob, back to you.
Thank you very much, Renee. So we're going to have a tough physical game today. It's a great day to sit down, put the blanket over your lap, and just enjoy some college basketball. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and the opening tip of today's game between the Tigers and the Dragons. It is coming up next right here from Learfield Sports. Welcome back inside the deck as we get ready for Drexel Basketball against the Towson Tigers. Time now for the starting lineups, brought to you as always by Independence Blue Cross. The region's strongest network of doctors and hospitals means you can choose where, when, and how you get the care you need. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at ibx.com. Drexel, starting lineup very familiar. McGee, Drake, Butler, Panoff, and Hargrove. And Coach, you like the way Panoff's been playing lately?
I thought he was terrific against Stony Brook. 6 offensive rebounds, unbelievable number of assists, and big plays. Loose ball recovery late in that game that turned the whole tide.
Well, we are underway here at the DAC on a Saturday afternoon. Lock in, everybody. And we start the game with the Drexel turnover.
My man Panoff, what's he doing to me, Rob? Making me look bad.
Don't worry about it. He'll get you back, Coach. He'll get you back. He'll make it
All
right
right, let's
with
go.
you.
Conference play. Sharper, sharper.
So that's Radier Hicks bringing the ball up for the Towson Tigers. 6-foot senior. That there is Tejada. Dragons doubling him up early there, Coach.
There we go. Panoff on a loose ball.
Getting on the floor.
This is going to be about physicality, and that's part of it. Loose ball recovery.
They really pushed Drake out on the floor right there on that. Hargrove from 3.
Have to make sure you get on the glass. When your big guy takes a long-range jumper, everybody else needs to get on the glass.
Played a minute here, waiting for the first team to score. Hicks being guarded by Deuce Drake. Tejada. To the wing, it's up from Suleiman, and that is good from 3. Tomiwa Suleiman.
He had a very effective game against Northeastern the other night in their home win. A little bit of everything from him.
And Messiah Jones really overplaying that there and denying Cole access to the ball.
Drexel spent a long time in practice yesterday dealing with the ball screen. You pointed it out right away. They extended Drake almost to the half-court line, and then that denying of passing. Care of the ball for Drexel. You have to get shots, and then you have to get second shots in this game.
It's Kobe McGee, Drexel's leading scorer. Nice pass inside, and Panoff's going to go to the line.
Great recognition by McGee. They're going to pay special attention to you, share the ball, and then as your teammates are successful, the pressure lessens on you.
Messiah Jones picks up the foul, his first. And Victor Panoff will go to the line and shoot 2. He is 14 of 19 this season at the line. Thought he was going to get the shooter's roll there.
Be interesting to see if Drexel goes to that kind of softer press, testing Towson's awareness, and also are they sharp and are they into the game yet?
And Panoff splits the trip.
And there it is. Soft pressure.
Tejada gets it across. That's May.
Rob, Towson does what I call repeat play. They keep going with a set or a pattern.
Suleiman with the drive. Good job, Drexel defense.
Got to have that ball.
Suleiman. Wow, they got their bacon saved as the shot clock was expiring. Panoff gets a foul on that rebound there. It was about to be an empty trip for Towson. Instead, they're getting another shot at it.
In this game, no one-handed rebounds. Watch everybody out there for two-handed rebounds. You have to catch every ball in this game.
Goes off of Hicks, out of bounds, so Towson unable to get the ball in there.
People might wonder what teams do on the day of a game. Drexel spends a great deal of time on baseline out of bounds. They're in the building at 9 o'clock in the morning going through these so that they can use that to their advantage. They just did, forcing a turnover.
Pressure by Hicks on Drexel's Jason Drake almost created a turnover. Look at that whip pass across the floor. Panoff backing his way in, turns lefty. Nice shot. We're tied at 3.
Left-handers have a way, Rob. Left-handers just have a way.
They lull you to sleep, you forget. Good look.
Great execution.
So Tejada.
Lack of talk, though. Zach Spiker and staff will not be happy with that.
Another pass inside. Yame misses, and he is fouled. Well, that one will also be against Messiah Jones. That's his second already. So Yame had 7 points in the game last year. He is a 76.8% free throw shooter.
Really impressed. Elder statesman-like game, what he's bringing.
The nature of the game is changing. You have so many more mature players on the floor now. I mean, it used to be a group of 18 to 22-year-olds. Now it's not uncommon to see a 24-year-old out there.
Great point, Rob. We're going to want to pay attention to this. I'm looking for better bench production from Drexel and Towson. They're going to come 10 strong, and they keep finding that guy that is the most relentless. Tejada and May are the stars. Who's the third guy in? McGee and Butler are the stars. Who's the third guy in this game?
And then Tark joining the action, along with Caleb Mbeya. Christian May with the drive, misses. Good rebound by Panov, strong. Here's Drake trying to create some space. Now he's going to pull up at the elbow. It's off. I'm sure the coaches prefer them to work through the offense a little bit more than that.
No doubt about it. It's nice to have a scoring point guard, but the point guard has to start with the distributor idea.
And Mbeya joins the game, gets in the scoring column. 7-4 here in the early going. Drexel has won the last 2 in the series here at home. They've lost the last bunch on the road, at least the last 3 in a row on the road, but they've won the last 2 in this series here. Yame from 3, it's good.
Welcome home. Welcome home on that jumper.
Rims are familiar with your shot. They love you. They want to see you. And then Tark driving off the glass and good.
Pay attention to that young man. He had 18 points last year in Towson's win down there.
And he shot 500 from the field, 7 of 14. Hargrove skips it across. Yame fires from 3 again. No good. They're going to call Panov over the back. And that's going to take us to the under 16 timeout. 15-10 remaining here in the first half. It is Towson 9 and Drexel 7. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports.
Yo, how you doing, Philly? Joints aching, hands cramping, back out of whack? At Rothman Orthopedics, practicing specialized care has been their passion for 50 years. Their mission, high quality, compassionate, affordable care rooted in research. So knock back that water ice, run those rocky steps, and root for our teams like no other fans in the country. Not for nothing, cuz that aspirin can only do so much. They're Rothman Orthopedics, and they specialize in you.
To truly help those around us, we must advance technology to meet society's biggest challenges. Researchers at Drexel University's College of Engineering have discovered solutions on the nanoscale with vaccines. Now studied by tens of thousands of researchers from more than 100 countries around the world, vaccines are a family of nanomaterials poised to become the next building block of technology and solve today's most complex issues.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa? If we have time for wildlife at the zoo?
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants. Yum!
Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something. When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
At Independence Blue Cross, we take care of the people who take care of you. Like these everyday heroes who trust IBX with their health coverage. Healthcare workers and hospitals have IBX, and they know what it means to have reliable access to care. We're the #1 health insurer in the region and invested in what matters to our communities. When it comes to protecting your health and well-being, count on IBX to be there for you.
IBEW. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers IBEW Local 98 is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the 24-25 Drexel men's basketball season and today's game. IBEW 98, powering your Dragons and Philadelphia. A snowy Drexel campus. Right now the Dragons are down 2-9-7 here in the early going. Towson shooting 57% from the floor, 4 of 7. Meanwhile, Drexel just 2 of 5. What are your impressions of the first 5 minutes of this one so far, Coach?
Well, I think it's like being at a hotel. Did people check in? Right? Both teams have checked in. They're ready to go. Now what we have to see is we have to see this next wave of player. Which bench is going to give their team production? I think that's going to be a separator at the end of the day.
Blakeney and Garcia Adston join the action for Drexel. And Dylan Williamson makes his first appearance, as well as Mekhi Lowry for Towson. That's Williamson with the ball now. Lowry, 6'6", 200 pounds. Steal by McGee, and then a foul by Tejada.
Wow.
Easy call for the official on that one.
Maybe a grab on from the baseline side. He could see a grab. He signaled push. I didn't see a push, Rob.
Oh, they're calling that against McGee. They went the other way with that. Dump it down to the block, and Bea, and they're going to get Garcia Adston underneath. So 2 Drexel fouls in 10 seconds. So already the 4th team foul against the Dragons.
Drexel on that outside third of the court really wants to trap the ball screen that Towson uses often, but they were being made very aware of the role. This young man is an extraordinarily hard roller. Some guys are soft, tiptoe into an area. He gets to the rim.
Caleb Mbea, 67% free throw shooter number 2. Misses. And Shane Blakeney will bring it up the floor for Drexel. Next, McGee out on the wing. Kobe in the paint, up, good.
Wow. I just
Hard
wonder
work right there.
If he had missed that, would he have gotten an H? Was that a game of 4 shot?
Williamson, bad pass. Garcia Adston, see if he can finish. Good job.
Let him know you're trailing, though.
Kobe McGee rims out. Garcia Adston just couldn't control it. One hand.
Good hustle. Be a 2-handed rebounder.
Ralph Akuta going to join the action now, take the place of Cole Hargrove on the floor. Akuta had a strong showing against Penn State. Also some good minutes against Howard as well.
I'd like to see the Dragons pick up their talk defensively. It's a little bit quiet. That you end up feeling like you're on an island, Rob, as I have to guard the ball. Your teammates have to tell you what's behind you, what's going on.
Lowry with a lob. Rebound by Mbea. 15 on the shot clock. Tark takes it right at Akuta and draws the foul. Number 1 on Ralph, number 5 on Drexel.
Towson across the board. across the board. Downhill, downhill, downhill. You have to guard the ball, and then at shots at the rim, you can't foul. That may have been a shot he can't make. If you just wall up, now you're getting yourself into a situation. 5 team fouls, 6.5 minutes into the half. Could be a lot of filler here, Rob, with them walking to the foul line all day.
That's all right. You know, if nothing else, we can break into, we'll talk about your Big Ten experience.
There we go.
Last night's Ohio State game. Tark with the second free throw. It's good. Towson with the early lead on Drexel. I feel like this is the first time Drexel's really run their offense. Blakeney from downtown misses.
Be a big deal to really get Shane going here.
Tark from 3. Front rim, no. Towson able to get the rebound. Christian May drops it off for Lowry. Now across to Williamson. Step back. Tough shot. Misses.
Everything is a drive. Drive, take that ball at you, but you can't give second opportunities like just happened.
Yvonne Vanderhorst in the game now for Drexel, running the point. Tough pass. May for 3. Fortunately for Drexel, Towson is not shooting it well right now because they got some open looks.
Yeah, their shooting numbers all year, Towson, have been off. But let's remember, they had a 50-point half against Northeastern.
Wow, athletic block right there by Makai Lowry. Now let's see if he gets something down the other end too. Tough, bad shot by Lowry.
Shoot and chase.
So the foul will be against Makai Lowry, and that'll take us to the under 12 timeout with 11:41 remaining here in the half. Drexel trailing by 2. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports.
Okay, fam, quick stop.
You'll find affordable family fun in Valley Forge and Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Plan your trip at valleyforge.org. And also brought to you by Strategic Wealth Designers, the preferred retirement planning sponsor of your Drexel Dragons. Drexel Basketball on a Saturday afternoon. Drexel and Towson in the CAA. It is 11-9. Towson in front of Drexel right now. You can take a look inside the Drexel admin building. That's Cole Hargrove making his way back out onto the floor. Hargrove yet to score in this one. 11:41 remaining, and Drexel's Gaman Vanderhorst will bring it up the floor. Garcia adds
3 bench players. Have to make an impact.
Butler and Hargrove, the 2 starters on the floor right now. Gavan, 8 on the shot clock, to the corner for Blakeney. 4. I'm going to say the ball stays Drexel away, so 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Need everybody on the floor aware. 3 seconds on the shot clock. You're going to get a catch, but then you have to put the ball in the air.
Blakeney looking it over. Lobs it to Hargrove. 2, 1. Just barely gets it off. Tyler Tejada gets the rebound. You were talking about Drexel's defense and the flexibility Coach Spiker's thinking defensively.
They really do a very good job of scouting report. Drivers are played for their jumper. Guys who can really score it, like May and Tejada, are pushed up. I noticed it against Stony Brook, and then when I watched practice yesterday, the implementation of a game plan, extraordinary by the staff.
You see Yame Butler there anticipating the pass and trying to take it directly to the hole, drawing the contact. The foul against Abdou Sam. Butler makes the free throw. He's 2 of 3 at the line today. Yame responsible for 6 of Drexel's 11 points right now, and we're tied.
Great awareness by Cole Hargrove to make sure that his teammate didn't get clipped by that blind screen.
Hicks does a good job getting around Hargrove and then finding Sam in the lane. Vanderhorst trying to return the favor. Didn't finish.
Great small play.
And now a foul by Wadir Hicks. You keep hustling, good things are going to start to happen for you.
Absolutely.
McGee and Drake will check back in, and Blakeney and Vanderhorst will go to the bench. .13 remaining here in the first half. William gets it inside. Deuce Drake.
Keep looking for that third guy on both teams.
Yame Butler. Just dipping, dodging, always spinning, trying to find an opening.
Towson's on-ball defense is creating some problems for Drexel right now. See if it loosens up as the afternoon goes on.
Tejada from 3, too strong. Good look inside. Hargrove with a chance for one more.
Terrific patience in getting that ball. So some people would say fast break, but you also have to stay with it. That was really a secondary look. Really good catch. Great awareness by Drake.
Hargrove, 62% free throw shooter. Comes into the game averaging 10.3 and 8.7 boards. Comes up short on the three-point play. 15-13 to count. Then DeTark brings the ball across. Next, Dylan Williamson calling out the play for Towson.
He's normally a starter. Didn't start the last game and didn't start today. Had a very positive response the other night at home against Northeastern.
Yame went high in the air and took a shot. He was down onto his back, and right there's the 7th-team foul against the Towson Tigers. So here at the 9-minute mark, we're in the bonus.
A little early for that one, Rob. I thought that would be the NFL playoffs, like going up for a jump ball by a wide receiver, and he's going to get clipped today. This is just a preview.
Yame makes the first on the 1-and-1. We were talking about it earlier, and the games between these two almost resemble hockey matches and how physical they get sometimes.
I was shocked yesterday during practice when that term was used, dump and chase. And I was looking for I'll go all the way back and say I was looking for Bobby Clark and Rick McLeish and those kind of guys.
Shane Blakeney back into the game, and William Garcia Adston out. Drexel applying pressure in the front court.
Something to watch here. Both teams not making their free throws. Towson at 50%, Drexel at 55%. In this physical challenge that we're going to see, got to make your free throws.
Tark, I think Cole got a piece of it, but the Dragons don't get the rebound.
If your shot blocker is going to go after that ball, the next man in. No one put a body in there.
Tark knocks Yame off his track. Yame's already taken enough hits. Like, he probably feels like a running back right now.
No question about it. We keep up this pace, Rob. It's not going to be enough to talk about Ohio State last night. We're going to have to get into the Phillies lineup. We're going to have to start talking about who's moving the runners this year.
Hargrove goes to the bench, and Coach Fortier there to talk to him immediately. Coach him up before he sits down. Yame at the line shooting 1-and-1, makes the first.
And this pace with the way the referees are being called, with the way it's being called, rightfully being called, that idea of the bench going to come into play here.
Williamson was on the CAA All-Rookie team last year. Tejada. Now Suleiman with the ball, being guarded by Blakeney. He's in the paint. Patience. It's been a week in the lane.
Yeah,
eventually you're going to find something.
He scores in a lot of different ways.
Drexel ahead by a point with the basketball. Drake.
Grabbed him. Yes, he did.
Tomiwa Suleiman with the hold. And you see Cole Hargrove there with the deuce. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll step away as well with 7:49 remaining. Drexel's up by 1. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo!
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
At Independence Blue Cross, we know where you come from is a part of who you are. That's why we get to know our members and their communities, which are also our communities. For more than 85 years, we've lived here, volunteered here, and earned our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. We're your hometown partner for life, and we'll never stop looking out for you.
Behind the team means to me that support group that stands behind our athletes to be able to allow them to be successful in what they do on a day-to-day basis.
My goal is always the same: meet the athlete where they are, help them be their best selves, but also minimize their risk.
I'm excited to be part of Drexel to be able to help take care of athletes that are really at their prime.
Rothman Orthopedics definitely has the experience that is necessary to provide elite level care to elite level athletes here at Drexel University.
You can have live college sports in your hand this year with the brand new Varsity Network app. Hear live, play-by-play, and keep up with your favorite teams and audio broadcasts no matter where you are with this free new app. Be sure to download the Varsity Network app today. This March, you can listen to exclusive Westwood One coverage of the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments for free on the Varsity app. Powered by Learfield. Listen to every game at a truly unique listening experience. It's all free. Search NCAA Championships.
Drexel University Physical Therapy is the solution to your nagging aches and pains and is conveniently located on Drexel's campus. You can scan the QR code on the screen for contact information and to make an appointment.
Welcome back to today's CAA matchup between Drexel and Towson as the Dragons lead by 1. And we've talked so much about the battles over the years between these two. Now, although the Tigers have won 12 of the last 15 meetings, if you look deeper into the numbers, 7 of the last 8 have come down to single digits, including an overtime game 2 seasons ago. So in talking to both coaching staffs, they've really been focusing on their mentality. Next player up for Towson and for Drexel, commitment to the little things. Loose balls, playing smart, hustling, and all the things they can control, guys. Rob, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Renee. And those are little things, the little intangibles that make the difference.
And it was a big deal the other night for both of these teams in their wins. Victor Panov did so many small things to win the game and to go across the lineup in Towson. Every player that participated for them against Northeastern did one thing that you said, well, that didn't show up in the box score, but it showed up in them winning.
The struggles at the free throw line continue for the Drexel Dragons. Dragons now 8 of 13 at the line. May with a drive. Suddenly the road opened up for him.
He has a repertoire, though. That young man has offensive game for sure.
Last year he got 15 points in the game versus Drexel. 4 of 9 from the floor and 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Jason. Akuta with a rebound. McGee knocks it down.
Be honest with you, Rob, that was one of those, I was like, I think there's one more. All right, good shot. I thought he had a swing to the top of the key.
May, tough shot off the back iron. Kobe loses it.
He started the other night with three turnovers against Stony Brook. Yes, he had the first 8 points, but he had 3 turnovers.
Well, at one point, he was responsible for all the points on the floor because he had the first 8, and then the turnovers led to all of Stony Brook's points. Butler driving the baseline. Good body control, but can't finish.
Good verticality defensively, and a nice no call by the referee. Let the players finish the play.
On the alternate possession. No, I thought they called a foul down there. Nice. Well, they've already switched the arrow, that's why.
Right.
They did that quickly. But yeah, it's going to be Towson basketball here. 6 minutes and 1 second remaining in the first half. Drexel pressuring the inbound, but not bringing the ball up, really.
Now they're getting into that scouting report defense. Blakeney is tracking May all over the floor.
Suleiman hounded down low. 10 on the shot clock. Williamson, step back. Nice shot if you can make it.
Tough shot.
Tied at 22.
See if they can start to establish Cole in the low post.
Hargrove trying to establish himself with that one.
That's for sure. Everything downhill. That jumper, the three, the possession before, makes you push up. Now what they look for is leverage. They want to get their shoulder past your hip.
Here's Hargrove again. Back-to-back possessions. The Dragons go down to the block. Cole's going to go to the line now. As Abdul Sam gets the foul. Coming up at the half, we'll learn everything from A to Z. Amy and Zach talking about success after life at Drexel, and then meet your new swim coach, Nathan Labry. All that and more coming up at halftime here. Cole Hargrove misses the free throw.
He's under 30% in league play from the foul line. I guess is there a reverse jinx now?
Now that you put that out there.
Now that I put it out there, he'll
start knocking
he'll go
them
on
down.
a tear. I hope so. When you work that hard and you get that physically beat, make them pay.
Blakeney fighting for the rebound.
Wow.
And now they'll call him for a foul. And Shane looks a little frustrated. He makes his way up the floor. Just the sixth foul against the Drexel Dragons here in the first half.
You can live with that. If you don't put them in an early one-on-one, something to watch in the second half. In all games that you watch, the first team to get into one-on-one is usually the team that's going to have a victory.
Dylan Williamson finds a little space in the lane there. A short jumper.
7 straight for that young guy.
Hargrove gets it blocked by Mbea, taken by Mbea.
One of those small plays we've talked about all afternoon.
Mbea
Block
really
shot and recovery.
He really showed no fear on that one. And Hargrove continued to hustle. Drops it off. That's goaltending.
Rob, easy. I thought you were going out there. I'd have been a first tee on you, Rob, if they hadn't called that one.
That was easy to call. 3:53. We are tied at 26. Kobe McGee knocking down one of his threes. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports.
At Independence Blue Cross,
Fly Frontier Airlines, nonstop to 40-plus destinations from Philly. No matter how you fly, you'll see why Frontier is the best value in the sky. Find your next flight at flyfrontier.com. Back here at the DAC, we're tied at 26. Here with Bill Martelli, I'm Rob Brooks, and Coach Drexel here in the first half has done a really good job keeping Tyler Tejada from under control. Tejada right now just 1 of 4 from the floor as they got 2 points.
And now that next man in that Towson has talked about with us going into the game, the third wheel, so to speak, Williamson's doing a really nice job for them.
Williamson, their leading scorer in the game right now, at 7 points. It's Williamson handling the rock right now. Devon Vanderhorst guarding him. Mbea. Tyler Tejada finds Mbea. Good patience by Mbea to let the defense flow by. Vanderhorst, good first step.
Finish. Every team in America practices finishes.
If you're going to finger roll, you got to get it up there. Tejada steps back. And Garcia Adston's going to get the foul called against him. Mbea went to the floor and was a little dramatic down there. Now he's limping around a little bit. Looks like he's got back spasms. He's a long-time back sufferer.
He's a. Ooh.
I recognize that twinge. Take a look at this one more time.
Yeah, grab as he rolled to the basket. He gets on the glass every single time. He's made a lot of small plays today.
Comes in shooting 52% from the free throw line.
Towson as a whole is not a very good foul shooting team. Tight game at the end. You got to file that one away.
He makes them both there, and they're up 4.
He still has that look on his face. Might go right into Cole.
Cole comes out beyond the arc. Mbea's there with him. McGee slips. 10 on the shot clock. Kobe. There's Mbea cleaning up.
Loose ball recovery.
Two and a half remaining here. Williamson guarding Blakeney, 8 on the shot clock. Shane tried to reverse. Hargrove saves it and gets the bucket.
Too many plays at the rim for the Drexel players now where they're creating shots. You have to take your shot, not just create something. Got to settle in here a little bit. Finish off the half strong.
Williamson lucky there to find a body to receive that pass. 8 on the shot clock. Mbea, 4, 3. Lowry, that's off. Way off.
We ought to check on Renee down there. Holy mackerel. I'm glad that backboard was there. You could have hit right in the noggin. Holy mackerel.
Towson's going to take a 30-second timeout here. 32-28 is your score. Towson shooting 45% from the floor, 20% from deep, making 4 of 6 of their free throws. Meanwhile, Drexel 38%, 9 of 24 from the floor, 2 of 7 from deep, and even more disappointing, 53%, 8 of 15 at the free throw line here in the early going.
And Towson's spreading that. We came in, we had a real point on May and Tejada, and now all of these other buckets. And they're not other guys, they're scholarship players, and they play with a fierceness.
Another number that we talked about earlier, 23 rebounds for Towson, just 12 for the Dragons. Like, that's something the Dragons going to have to pick up in the second half.
Towson, year in and year out. Rob, you would know better than I. Year in and year out, though, it's about the backboard with them.
Absolutely. I mean, we always joked that at one point their offense was just get a shot up and we'll go get it. You know, let's shoot 50% all day. Yame Butler. Yame bailed out by the official there. Fouls on Makai Lowry.
I don't want to short sell Towson's, yes, the physicality on the backboard at both ends, Rob, but they're also very physical on the ball. Their defense is to be dealt with here, and it's the physicalness of their defense that needs to be dealt with.
Butler back at the line, misses the first. Yame Butler, 7 of 11 at the line so far.
Not a shooting expert, but that one was much too fast. Settle in. Drexel looking to win this minute. It's a big minute for them. Win this one, then you get started in the second half with the ball. You can get a little momentum.
You talk about the physicality of the Towson defense. You don't see a lot of real physical defenses anymore. I mean, it's become more of a, guys just play.
And really, the referees have been instructed freedom of movement. But in some ways, that's gotten into our players' head to say, well, I can't. Well, you know what? If you show up every single day on every possession and you're physical, you're not getting that. You're not going to get a call every play because the referees are going to say that's the way they play. They'll give you credit for that.
Deer Hitch finds Tejada. Tejada gets his own, almost got his own rebound. Fortunately for Drexel, it came off his fingertips. McGee finds Hargrove. In the corner, Blakeney. Good!
One time.
Ties it up.
Zach Spiker really wanted the timeout to maybe make a sub.
Garcia adds
nice play.
Like he wasn't trying to get that rebound. He was making sure Towson wasn't getting it.
No doubt about it. That was the guy. We talked earlier in the half about the third guy on the backboard because Drexel, coming off of 8 block shots against Stony Brook, they're trying to carry that forward today. The players in the lane are going at each ball.
Kyle Lowry comes in, as does Mbeya.
Surprised that May's not back in because they only have an offensive possession left. Got to go through Williamson and Tejada here for the Towson.
About a half-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Seven on the clock. Williamson's jumper, no good. And Shane Blakeney gets the rebound to end the half. So we're going to start the second half like we started at the beginning of the game. Two teams tied, 32 apiece. It's a very physical first half of action. Coach Spiker out on the floor right now talking to the officials, trying to make a point.
He really wanted that timeout at the end of the half. And I think he's now apologizing to set the tempo for this. You got to set that tone with the referee. Like heat of the moment, I was a little bit wound up. Now let's go forward. Well, that's what we expected.
Yeah, we said it was going to be tough. It was going to be physical. It was going to be a little bit of a slog. Both teams have had their opportunities, have had their misses. All right, now we'll kick it over to Renee Washington, who's with Coach Paul Fortier.
Coach, a 6-0 run by you guys at the end of the half ties things up. What did you like about what you saw from this first half?
Well, I like the way we shared the ball. I would say the one thing we didn't really like as far as the offensive rebound. We got to make sure that we check them out. They're one of the strongest rebounding teams. We know that in our conference. And we got to make sure if we're going to go to block shots, we've got to take their big out.
Yes, and this game's been so back and forth. The largest lead by either side, just 6 points. You talked about the rebounding. What else will it take for you guys to maintain the lead and create some separation?
Well, we got to make our free throws too. We got to make our free throws and then concentrate. And we missed some bunnies there at the basket. And we just got to make sure we come out hard in these first 4 minutes of the second half.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks a lot, Renee. It's halftime here at the deck. We will step aside. On the other side, Drexel A to Z, Amy and Zach, telling you all about the players who've had success after Drexel, and meet your new swim coach. All of that and more. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield.
At Independence Blue Cross, we take care of the people who take care of you. Like these everyday heroes who trust IBX with their health coverage. Healthcare workers and hospitals have IBX, and they know what it means to have reliable access to care. We're the #1 health insurer in the region, and invested in what matters to our communities. When it comes to protecting your health and well-being, count on IBX to be there for you.
5 postseason teams in 2023-24. Competition top to bottom, night in and night out. The energy, the heart, the hustle. This is CAA Hoops.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo!
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
Yo, how you doing, Philly? Joints aching, hands cramping, back out of whack? At Rothman Orthopedics, practicing specialized care has been their passion for 50 years. Their mission, high quality, compassionate, affordable care rooted in research. So knock back that water ice, run those rocky steps, and root for our teams like no other fans in the country. Not for nothing, cuz that aspirin can only do so much. They're Rothman Orthopedics, and they specialize in you.
Hi, I'm Nathan Lavery, and this is the Drexel Autocomplete interview. All right. Top bottom, yeah? Okay. So Nathan Lavery, swimmer. Yeah, like every other swim coach on the planet, I was a swimmer. I started out, I think my first competitive meet was when I was 6. So it's been a long time. Then I swam for South Africa and for Texas A&M, and then became a collegiate swim coach because I truly loved the team setting, fell in love with it, truly changed my life, that environment, and now I'm just trying to get that onto the next person. Nathan Lavery, Drexel, 5th year, if we count the COVID, 4th year if we don't. It's my first truly longer period in the city, in a city school, and watching what the school does to prep people with not just degrees, but co-op education, that's been remarkable, and that was one of a really big thing that drew me here. Nathan Lavery, South Africa, hey! Yes, I'm South African. I'm very proud to be South African. I'm still a South African citizen. I'm a dual citizen. My culture swings heavily to rugby, so if you ever run into me and you know anything about rugby, please, please, please bring it up. My whole family's there. It's a wonderful place. My wife is American. I settled here and I love both countries. My background, my culture, my heritage is absolutely South African through and through. Nathan Lavery, academics. Oh, not the right person to be asking, but the right person to be asking because of how good my teams have been. Fortunately, our swimmers have been phenomenal in this area. First and foremost, I think we're here to help young people get an education. If you don't do well in the classroom, you can't swim. It's that order of priority. Nathan Lavery, music. I can't be trusted to rely on a playlist because my range of what I focus on is wildly wide. Everything from jazz, R&B, rock, hip hop. My family's fairly musical, thankfully, so I've always been around it. And Nathan Lavery, recruiting. One of the best things about being in a city school is just the wide range of stuff recruits can experience. And one of the best things that's happened in the last few years is the study, mostly because it just creates a really nice anchor point for hotel rooms and for a place to eat. The co-op is what the restaurant downstairs is called, and it's really great. If you're looking for co-op education, things like that, and a team that is truly being treated with respect and as adults and being pushed to grow, then we're in the right place for you.
Ready? Golly. You've been here a while, okay?
That's correct.
As an assistant coach, and now year 5 as a head coach, is that right?
Yep.
Your program has been established. The banners speak for themselves. Players have gone on to have success. I think as coaches, it's defined different ways, right? Where is that success defined for you, and who do you think of when you think of players after college having success?
I think that, you go obviously most recently to Kishana Washington, one of our all-time leading scorers, had a tremendous career here. I look at her and she kind of exemplifies, success after college. She's playing professionally now, having her second year as a pro. So she's enjoying that. And you still hear back from her, just the things she learned here, how she's applying that to her game and growing in the game there. But I'd say, Kishana's still playing professionally. We have Tessa Brugler, who was on staff, played here, is now playing in Spain. And then we have some that have been playing quite a while, and Gabby Marginian, who is still our all-time leading scorer, all-time great here. And then you kind of go past the game and in the fields, the things they're doing. So right now, Catherine Scanlon, who was really part of our first surge here, is a nurse and doing a lot of work, especially after the recent hurricane down in North Carolina. So just so proud of hearing stories about our alums doing things and really impacting kind of why we get in coaching. We love to impact
I think
our
so.
players, and she's certainly doing that.
Yeah, I think it's interesting you talk about that. Like, we're in a different time and era than when you first got to Drexel. The phrase transactional is more prevalent than transformational, and I'd like to think that we both got into it for the impact you can have beyond the game, right? So those stories are the ones that I think you define success as, right? I think about even the first couple years getting here, and guys like Rodney Williams and Austin Williams, or Stretch, as many people knew him as, they're sending me pictures of their child being born, or they're sending them, sharing with our staff. Rodney Williams just had a daughter born last week, and sending that to our coaching staff, and it's, they're doing awesome things when they're coming back for the university. And then you get closer to the group, and I think about that team, right, when we won it in 2021, Matej Juric. I'll never forget that semifinal game, chasing Tyson Walker all over the floor. He was the one guy that could do it, and this is a guy who, I think he had 1B, and it was early on that he's still a little bit annoyed about. And he talked to him, struggled to get into med school because of the hours he put with us, and he sends me a picture, "Coach, thanks for all you've done. Couldn't be in this situation without the support that your staff has given us." And he's got a picture of a lab coat, right? And he's visiting, he's meeting with patients now and doing things. So it's the phone call after they're playing and how they sound and their excitement or their joy. Lucas Monroe's a guy, left here, was only with us for 1 year, but I offered him out of high school, and he's done a couple things already, and now he's an assistant coach in the G League and playing for a guy that Coach Fortier and I coached, who was a player at Cornell. And when he was looking to hire someone, he knew what he was getting in Lucas because of Coach Fortier and I's relationship with him. And it all ties in. So I love it to hear the success stories, but I love it when they tie together.
Got it.
Welcome back to the deck. It is halftime, and we're in a tie game. 32 apiece is your score. Let's check out the halftime stats brought to you by Drexel University Physical Therapy. Coach, what do you see there?
Well, I'm zeroed in on the individual players, and May and Tejada, guys, we highlighted 2 for 11. Let's hope that continues for the Drexel Dragons. And that foul shooting. You cannot win a conference game shooting 50% from the foul line. Dragons are going to have to pick that up, Rob.
Well, so next is our halftime adjustments brought to you by Rothman Orthopedics, the official physicians of your Drexel Dragons. Obviously, that's part of it, your adjustments.
No, that's one of the adjustments. And then both teams have had key guys play under 5 minutes. Victor Panoff, who was terrific, as we've talked at Stony Brook, only played 4 minutes and 50 seconds because of 2 fouls. And Messiah Jones, who's kind of the glue guy for the Towson team, he only played 3 minutes with 2 fouls. One of them could be that third person that we've talked about. Tejada and May are not going to shoot 2 for 11 this half. Right. And Drexel is not going to shoot 9 for 17 from the foul line. So what's that X factor? Could it be Victor Panoff again? Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. We'll take one more timeout, and we'll come back, bring you the second half of this one. It is Drexel and Towson from the DAC on a Saturday afternoon in the CAA. We'll step aside. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports.
To truly help those around us, we must advance technology to meet society's biggest challenges. Researchers at Drexel University's College of Engineering have discovered solutions on the nanoscale with MaxScenes. Now studied by tens of thousands of researchers from more than 100 countries around the world, MaxScenes are a family of nanomaterials poised to become the next building block of technology and solve today's most complex issues.
5 postseason teams in 2023-24. Competition top to bottom, night in and night out. The energy, the heart, the hustle. This is CAA Hoops.
Rothman Orthopedics, the official team physicians of your Dragons, provides the region with unmatched orthopedic care. And also brought to you by Academy Bus. The East Coast leader in bus transportation services is proud to be the official bus transportation partner for Drexel Athletics. Somebody's got to get the snow off of Mario. Dragons don't like all that snow and ice. It's not what they're about. Drexel's going to have the basketball to start the second half. And Rob Brooks, Phil Martelli, and Renee Washington calling the game here for you at the DAC on a Saturday. And Coach, you were talking about the bench scoring while we were at the break. The fact that Towson has a very decided advantage.
23-3, and that's 23 out of 32. Low scoring game. The bench has been a big factor for Towson to even stay in the game at this point.
Tejada decides to pull up. Yeah, he checks himself to start the half.
He is a tough shot taker. Nobody blinks though, Rob. Nobody.
Yame with a slick move to get around the defense there.
Paul Fortier talked about those layups. That was a big deal in the first half. Drexel maybe being a little bit too creative, maybe a little bit cautious because of the rim protection that Towson has. Right there, Yame comes out and puts a crafty layup in.
Suleiman's shot no good, but Towson gets the rebound. There's Messiah Jones. We talked about him possibly stepping it up here in the second half. His shot is off. And Hargrove gets the rebound. And Messiah Jones will pick up the foul. Messiah Jones picked up 2 quick ones in the first half. May relegate himself to the bench here in the second half again.
Repeatedly yesterday, that what you call a hard hedge, where they step up and push you towards half court. They even challenged their guards yesterday to say they could force you into a backcourt violation. They're so aggressive. And then in film study, I know for a fact that Kobe McGee took the guards and said, no, you don't understand. Until you experience it, it is going to be physical.
Panoff's little hook at the block, no good. Tejada's pass stolen by Butler.
Wow.
Dummy! Yes, the Butler did it. I think it was a good no call by the officials letting that go.
My first glance was, holy mackerel, what are we doing? And then he let the play be finished.
Tejada.
That is a tough shot, Rob. I don't care what league. I don't care if you're home or away. That young man is a shot taker.
Like to catch and get your shoulders square in the air. Deuce Drake with a tough layup of his own. Tejada kicks it back to Sam. It's Christian May with the ball now.
Something a little bit different with Tejada, the way he's moving around the court. You know, I'm not a big urgency guy, but
Kobe McGee, steal and a jam. And just that quickly.
This will be an interesting timeout.
Pat Scary's got to be
subs. Subs for sure. And maybe a few. There won't be wishes of a Happy New Year in that huddle, I'll put it that way.
Probably not. Drexel opens up a 6-point lead here in the early second half. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield.
Yo, how you doing, Philly? Joints aching, hands cramping, back out of whack? At Rothman Orthopedics, practicing specialized care has been their passion for 50 years. Their mission, high quality, compassionate, affordable care rooted in research. So knock back that water ice, run those rocky steps, and root for our teams like no other fans in the country. Not for nothing, cuz that aspirin can only do so much. They're Rothman Orthopedics, and they specialize in you.
You can have live college sports in your hand this year with the brand new Varsity Network app. Hear live, play-by-play, and keep up with your favorite teams and audio broadcasts no matter where you are with this free new app. Be sure to download the Varsity Network app today. This March, you can listen to exclusive Westwood One coverage of the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments for free on the Varsity app. Powered by Learfield. Listen to every game at a truly unique listening experience. It's all free. Search NCAA Championships.
At Independence Blue Cross, we take care of the people who take care of you. Like these everyday heroes who trust IBX with their health coverage. Healthcare workers and hospitals have IBX, and they know what it means to have reliable access to care. We're the #1 health insurer in the region and invested in what matters to our communities. When it comes to protecting your health and well-being, count on IBX to be there for you.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa? If we have time for wildlife at the zoo?
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
Drexel University has long been considered a top choice for military-connected students. Reach out to Task Force Dragon ROTC to discuss your opportunities to lead. Back to the deck, the Drexel Dragons taking their last 3 field goals. Get a 6-point lead here. It was tied at the half at 32, but Drexel with the better energy. A couple steals, a couple fast break buckets.
Started at the defensive end. Great point by you, Rob. Break the ball loose and push so that you're not facing that physical defense on every single play.
Drexel trying to trap in the backcourt now. Williamson Hargrove with a tough defense. Suleiman landed in the front row, first row there. Nenda Tark joining the action now. And
3 subs already by Pat Scurry and his staff. 3 minutes into the half. They know the numbers. Remember, 23 bench points from Towson in the first half.
Tejada wide open at the top.
Missed assignment. A missed switch assignment. You cannot leave him unaccounted for, Tejada.
Bruce Drake sort of ducking under the defense there.
Lost sight of him here from our vantage point.
And he got in among the trees and Bea. There's Tejada. He's trying to find a way, and now he's going to step back.
He's got it going now.
You called him a tough shot maker. That was another tough shot right there.
Be interested to see if it's going to be Kobe McGee or Yame Butler. Someone is going to go into a full denial with Tejada. That was what we talked about in the first half with scouting report. That's part of their package in terms of their scouting report, is to take him out by face guarding.
McGee fouled on his way up. Ooh. There we go. So the foul's on Dylan Williamson. Free throws coming back to action in just a moment. You see Christian Mather on his way to the bench. Drexel with a lead. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield.
At Independence Blue Cross, we take care of the people who take care of you.
IBEW. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers IBEW Local 98 is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the 24-25 Drexel men's basketball season and today's game. IBEW 98, powering your Dragons and Philadelphia. Drexel in front 42-39 here at the DAC. CAA Basketball on Saturday afternoon. Hi, Ben. Come back to action. Kobe McGee will be at the free throw line shooting 2. There's a foul on Dylan Williamson just before the timeout. McGee today's got 9 points, his first trip to the line. Makes. McGee a 77% free throw shooter this season.
Settle in at the foul line. You know what you're going to be in a 4-minute game here, so the foul line is going to be a big factor.
He starts the second half better at the free throw line than the Dragons were. Now they are 10 of 18 at the line. They're 11 of 19 at the line. Williamson.
He's been a handful.
He likes the reverse course. He likes to go one way and then turn back the other way.
But he doesn't pause, Rob. He goes, he keeps going. He's a flow player.
It's Panoff out on the wing. Good spin baseline.
Got to have a good goal.
So count the basket, and then the foul on Christian May.
What are we?
They're going to take a look at something now.
Remember, Rob, in the first half, they were looking at a break. There was a clear goaltend.
Yeah.
And then they went and looked. I don't know if it's they have to do this.
Well, they'll let us know.
Is that all the time you have to do that? Got it. Thank you.
So, I don't know if you folks heard that at home, but since there are free throws involved, they have to make sure that it was a goaltending violation so they know whether to dispense 2 or 1 free throw.
I'm going to have to study more. You know, Rob, it's a great misnomer that the coaches know the rules. But none of us knew the rules. We just knew if you said block, we said charge. If you said good block, we said goaltend. It's kind of silly. Like in that, for instance, would they have checked it later? I know you've had experience earlier in this year with the Penn State game.
Penn State game, we had one that was challenged, and they took the basket away, and it was unfortunate because we should have had a possession. Panoff at the line, 73% free throw shooter. Now 2 of 3 at the line. Shane Blakeney going to check in for Drexel. He'll take Jason Deuce-Drake's place.
Panoff is one of those guys that as many times as I've seen Drexel practice, he's every day. It's the same every single day. He's here, he's working, takes a lot of shots after practice.
Williamson covered a lot of ground to get that basket.
And to his offhand.
If he's wearing his Apple Watch, he's going to let us steps for that. McGee showing a little
trying to work too hard there.
Yeah, there was some desire there.
Yes. Share the game.
Blakeney got Tejada up off his feet now. His fadeaway's no good, but he runs it down. Shane maybe doing a little too much on that possession.
After you work that hard and get your ball back, reset or kick out, that's a great time to get a 3. I believe by my count against Stony Brook, Drexel had 3 of those. Offensive rebound, kick out, and hit a 3 ball. Zach Spiker and his staff call that a 12 ball because they must do it as a scoring mechanism in the summer when they're playing pickup and open gym.
Kobe McGee playing some good defense, knocked the ball out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock for Towson. Williamson once again knocks down a 3.
He has had a terrific game.
He's leading them with 14 points. And here's Hargrove. Haven't called his name in a little bit. A missed hook there.
He did not shoot that. He pushed that to the basket.
Nemda Tark driving, scoring. And all of a sudden, Towson has the lead. Panoff gets his own rebound.
Way to catch his own ball. I will always marvel at that. They're playing off of Victor Panoff, and yet with a shot fake, the guy raises up. Why did you raise up? If he shoots that, that's something that's in the game plan that you want to have happen.
Had that gone down for Williamson, it might start getting dark in here. Panoff cross court.
One time.
Blakely for three.
Big bucket. Kobe McGee did a really fine job. A little bit of a struggle early, but he got that second defender to come and then kick out.
McGee now guarding Tejada.
Nice to see Blakely take a shot that he believed was going in.
Tejada pulls up from the free throw line.
The offense has showed up here in the second half, Rob.
Hopefully Drexel's defense comes along for the ride too. Yame! Never easy. Never easy for Yame Butler. But he finds a way. The foul will be against Makai Lowry. And Yame Butler will be looking to complete the three-point play after this timeout. Drexel up 4. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports.
At Independence Blue Cross, we take care of the people who take care of you. Like these everyday heroes who trust IBX with their health coverage. Healthcare workers and hospitals have IBX, and they know what it means to have reliable access to care. We're the #1 health insurer in the region and invested in what matters to our communities. When it comes to protecting your health and well-being, count on IBX to be there for you.
5 postseason teams in 2023-24. Competition top to bottom, night in and night out. The energy, the heart, the hustle. This is CAA Hoops.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa? If we have time for wild lights at the zoo.
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
Yo, how you doing, Philly? Joints aching, hands cramping, back out of whack? At Rothman Orthopedics, practicing specialized care has been their passion for 50 years. Their mission, high quality, compassionate, affordable care rooted in research. So knock back that water ice, run those rocky steps, and root for our teams like no other fans in the country. Not for nothing, cuz that aspirin can only do so much. They're Rothman Orthopedics, and they specialize in you.
Back here at the deck, Drexel in front of Towson. Take a look at the standings. William & Mary, the only undefeated team in the league right now, as Charleston has lost on the road today. They lost at Monmouth, 84-73, Coach.
The road, the road, the road. In conference, no one can understand what it's like to have to win on the road. And I don't care if it's between semesters. I don't care if it's the first game of the year. When you're on the road, you have to be mentally tougher than you could ever imagine to win a game. Charleston riding along, Monmouth bumping along, and give me that number again. They gave up 84 points on the road.
Yeah. Yame Butler misses the free throw. And the only undefeated team in the league, William & Mary, is actually trailing right now by a point to North Carolina A&T at home. League, they know what you do in the league. You can't hide from anybody.
And that William & Mary team lives by the three ball. Some days it doesn't go in. What else do you have in your bag to get a win? That's what you're trying to do in conference.
Tomiwa Suleiman forces his way into the lane, pushes it, misses. Gets the
that.
rebound, though, is tipped around. Wow.
Loose ball recovery.
So who's the foul on? I didn't hear that. There we go. Hargrove gets the foul. Just his first. Drexel's first here in the second half, but Tomiwa Suleiman going to the line, a 64% free throw shooter. First trip of the day. He's got 7 points otherwise.
Messiah Jones with a really small play, but a tip. He tipped that ball. He didn't get the offensive rebound, but he tipped it to his teammate for an N1 opportunity.
Completes the three-point play. They're down a point now, 54-53. Hanoff, Drake, Hargrove, Butler. Blakeney, the 5 for Drexel.
Towson again, very physical. All cutters.
Ridiculously athletic move for Shane. He couldn't finish, but showing no fear right there.
Earlier in the half, they had rushed into their next shot. That offensive rebound, run some offense.
4 on the shot clock.
Towson to guard you.
Towson with an opportunity to take the lead back. And then Tark puts it on the floor and is fouled on the way in.
Relentless. Towson is relentless in taking the ball to the basket.
Yame Butler gets the foul. Just the second team foul on the Dragons here in the second half. And number 1 on Yame Butler. Yame's body language there.
Looks a little bit deflated.
Talk makes the first free throw. Nenda had 18 points in the game against Drexel last year, shot 7 of 14 from the floor. Was a little bit better than his average. He only averaged 10 points a game last year.
That 2 for 4 from 3 jumped out at me when I saw the box score from last year.
Tark taking care of business at the free throw line, gives Towson the lead. Shane spins baseline. Good job by Towson's defense to close that door. Kobe spinning, left hand shot is good.
Terrific skill. That's a lot of work on your own with your coaches. You know, when it's just 1-on-0, you work on those kind of finishes. Terrific job.
Drexel with a lead, and then Tark pushes from the free throw line, misses. Dragons fighting each other for the ball. And Hargrove protecting it.
Very much in a possession, win possessions. Win possessions is what you're looking to do.
Shane takes the bump, gets it up, misses, and Hargrove going to be fouled while he's rebounding it, so Drexel will be inbounding from the baseline.
That was a grown man's rebound there. He attacked that with 2 hands, read it nicely off the rim, because the drive, sometimes you anticipate, well, the ball's going in, not Cole.
Suleiman picks up the foul. Panov looking to get it in. Christian May, good job getting a hand in the face. 4th shot by McGee.
Really tough shot.
Williamson looking to make some magic. Suleiman Cross court to May. 13 on the shot clock.
Not as many touches from May as you would anticipate.
And the Tark for three. It's good. 58-56 Towson. Tark's up to 10 now.
Sometimes when you play somebody year after year, players do. They have a feeling, I can get mine. I can do this in this game because I had success in the year before.
That lob was just a little bit too long. Panoff couldn't handle it, so it'll be a turnover for the Drexel Dragons. One thing the Dragons have done a really good job of this game is protecting the ball, not turning it over a ton. Just the fourth turnover for the Dragons in this game. Nenda from coast to coast. He lulled the defense to sleep.
Downhill.
Past the 8-minute marker now. Like Coach Spiker's going to take the timeout. As his team is
back and forth today.
Oh, too much Nenda Tark the last 2 minutes. We'll take a timeout. Be back in just a moment. This is Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports. The Varsity Network is the home of Drexel Basketball live audio broadcasts. Download the free app available for both Apple and Android and listen to your Dragons all season long in the palm of your hand. Back here at the DAC, Drexel Dragons in the midst of a 2-minute plus scoring drought. They trail the Towson Tigers by 4, 60-56. Panoff gets it into Hargrove. McGee to Drake.
Keep that ball hot.
Kobe sets himself, nice three ball. Dragons down just a point.
Another terrific penetration and pitch. You can't take on this kind of defense, dribble, dribble, dribble. You have to take it on by getting it to the next guy after you draw the help.
Hicks to Tark. Tark is fouled on his way in, so Nenda Tark can go to the line and try to add to his 12 points.
Something to admire about Towson is when a guy has it going, like in the first half, if you remember, Williamson had it going. To start this second half, Tejada had it going. Now Tark, they run with that.
They follow the hot hand, yeah. Then to Tark, 4 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 4 at the free throw line. As I said, 12 points. This is the first one. While we got a moment, as the Towson line change occurs, congratulate the LaSalle Explorers. A big win up at St. Bonaventure's today on a last-minute shot, last-second shot.
Saturday afternoon in Olean.
Nobody wants to play Saturday afternoon at Olean.
No.
Tark misses both. And now it'll be Drexel basketball.
Rob, I think we should file this away. Towson coming in 65% from the year from the free throw line. In conference play, under 55%. That's going to be a factor in a game this tight.
Absolutely. Just a little more than 7 minutes remaining, a 1-point game. Towson with the lead, but Drexel, the basketball. Tark really overplaying that handoff. 9 on the shot clock.
Share it. Never mind. Make it.
Or make it. If you're not going to share it, you better make it.
Back and forth.
Drexel back on top. Suleiman misses a 3.
I thought that was in a switch opportunity, but they may have taken that off as a game plan.
Drake finds Hargrove. Yes! Count it.
Now you really have to make the opponent pay by finishing this.
Caleb Mbea picking up the foul. And Hargrove will step to the line. Cole's got 8 points, but he is 0 for 3 at the line today. Big man takes a deep breath. Back on track.
We have been struggling in conference from the foul line. That big, you're going to get hit. And in this game, especially, you're going to get hit.
Especially if it remains this tight.
No question. They would rather send you to the line for 2 than give you up a layup at the rim.
Williamson with a drive. And a chance for one more. Wow. Foul's going to be on Hargrove.
Great seal by Jones. Watch this in the middle of the lane. Held him off. Probably a little bit of a grab. But on a Saturday afternoon in conference, you're getting away with that grab.
And then Hargrove probably trying too hard to go through his defender.
They always tell you about separation. We want separation from our bigs when they get caught, and not in a wrestling muck, so to speak. You want to get separation.
And Kobe McGee's walked down the other end. He's holding his left shoulder. So they're gonna make a substitution here. And Kobe's gonna go to the bench. And the Dragons' leading scorer.
I was watching him signal like he wanted to come for a second. He went over and spent time with the trainer. I don't know if there was a reaction to the trainer being up. Again, I don't know enough about how you administer the game.
Williamson finishes the three-point play.
1-3-1 from Towson. They have length.
The Dragons have Deuce Drake with that wicked bounce pass in the lane. And Hargrove with the good hands in the finish.
One of the things against the 1-3-1, go down the court, not across and around the court.
They lob it into Mbea. He was under the basket and somehow found a way to get it up and in. Under 5 to go. Drexel up 1.
Zach Spiker is running each of these plays now. Almost like a football coach, Rob, where you call those plays. What do I want?
5 on the shot clock. Yame. Hargrove rebound, putback.
The glass.
Coach always tells the guys, you got to eat glass.
Yes, sir.
Tark for 3. How that would not go down? It got halfway down.
That was a confident shot. That ball knew who the home team was, Rob.
Drexel up 3 with the basketball. 4:05 to go. Blakeney, Hargrove, Butler, Panoff, and Drake on the floor. 8 on the shot clock. Yame takes it to the baseline.
Nope.
Forcing it.
Yeah, that was a wish. Can't wish the ball in. You got to shoot your shot.
Tejada. Haven't said his name in a little bit. Panoff.
That is just a tough shot.
What you gonna do? If you gonna make shots like that, what you gonna do?
I always had an expression about that. He gets a scholarship for a reason.
Absolutely. Hargrove with a good finish. Drexel has the lead by 1. This is Drexel basketball. Give it up, Cole. Learfield Sports.
So that wipes the 4.
Two Locals Brewing Company, Pennsylvania's first black-owned brewing company, serving lagers and ales crafted on site alongside PA-made wine and spirits, plus food provided by Liberty Kitchen.
Welcome back to the DAC as the Drexel Dragons lead Towson by 1. Just an update on Kobe McGee, who was wincing in pain, holding his left shoulder, and the Dragons athletic trainer did administer a series of tests to check his pain level, including checking out his shooting form. He did return to the bench, and then at the timeout, of course, returned back to the starting, the 5 on the floor, had to return back in the game. So good news for Drexel, and something to keep an eye on as one of their leading scorers is back on the floor.
Thank you very much, Renee. And McGee is the one who inbounded it. Yame Butler whips it across to Kobe McGee. Now the Dragons will set up their offense.
Who's going to make a small play? That's what you want each possession now, small play. Good screen, loose ball recovery, confident shooters.
Deuce Drake, little floater. He likes that shot. Drexel up 3.
Want to really zero in on your three-point defense. You don't want to come down and say we go possession by possession and now it's tie again.
Tejada driving and fouled on his way in. The foul's going to go against Victor Panov. Just the 15th foul on the Drexel Dragons.
These live dribble at. Hardest guy to guard in basketball is a guy that has a live dribble. Towson makes great use of the straight line drive across their lineup.
And Tejada misses the first. We talked about how they've struggled in free throw shooting in league play.
Big deal now is to make sure that you block out. You cannot give up the offensive rebound on a missed free throw.
Two-point game, 70-68. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go. See, Drexel's made 6 of their last 8. Let's go 7 for 10. Yame finds Cole. Good job down low by Towson. 5 on the shot clock.
What a
McGee
dribble
takes
move.
it right to the glass.
Skills. Despite the physicality of this whole game, that was a skills win. Skills win. Right back at you.
Nendatar trying to answer, misses the shot, and it's got to be an over the back. Josiah Jones, he has had a tough day here in Philadelphia. That'll be number 4 on Jones.
We have a lot of game left, though. With the 30-second clock, 2 minutes left, there's a lot of game to be played here.
And the Dragons are in the bonus now, so we've got a 1-and-1 coming from Cole Hargrove. Hargrove today's got 13 points on 6 of 10 shooting. He is just 1 of 4 at the free throw line, though. Put that out there to maybe reverse the flow.
I like it. I like it. Might want to send a manager outside, see if there's any black cats. Or, I don't know. Are there ladders that you can go under? Come on. Got to change that.
Go down
this
to the
young
bathroom
guy
and
is
start
going to be
breaking
fouled
some
a lot.
mirrors.
Walk away. Stay on the line. Stay there and finish.
Blakey was going to check into the game if he had made it. Goes back to his seat. Williamson and Tark driving.
Straight line drives.
Wow.
Put this in ink. Next practice, Drexel will be practicing straight line drives. How do you do that? Play one-on-one. All the coaches out there, you should play one-on-one every single day because of this situation.
And the Tark's got 14. Look at the hustle.
Can't have it.
Messiah Jones gets the rebound, keeps it alive. That is a door that you cannot open.
Small play. Small play.
Now Towson takes the 30-second timeout. Oh, they're going to take a full timeout. Minute 39 remaining here in the game, Coach. Drexel up 3. Sort of set the stage for everybody. Drexel is in the bonus. They're shooting 1-and-1. The next foul by the Dragons will allow Towson to shoot the 1-and-1.
And one of the things is Zach Spiker managing this timeout. You're frustrated. You're angry. You had a dribble drive and one. We're saying don't foul. And then a rebound on a missed free throw. He has to coach. Corrections and instruction, that comes tomorrow, the next day of practice. Right now, it's this possession. What do we know Towson's going to run on the out of bounds? Are we aware that we have to have a shot challenge? And really, in this situation, a drive to the basket is less harmful than a naked three. So keep communicating and then decide. You still have to run offense. This isn't like we could put it in the freezer if they miss and we're up 3. No, there's too many possessions left in this game. So right now the instruction is, what are they going to run on the sideline out of bounds? And then what are we going to run, whether we're up 3 or up 1, it's not going to change. We have to have a very productive offensive possession.
Dragons make their way back out onto the floor. McGee, Panoff, Drake, Hargrove, and Butler. That is the Dragons starting 5. On the other side, Tark, Mbeya, Suleiman, Tejada, and Williamson. That is not Towson's starting 5.
No, it's not.
Williamson takes the inbounds pass. 1:36 to go here.
Tejada on a pick and pop.
Tejada shook his man free, misses the jumper.
Tipped out. There's still game here. No celebration. Zach Spiker looking to joystick. In other words, who do I want to get this shot?
Hargrove off the left block, puts it on the floor, 5 on the shot clock. Count it, and he's gonna have a chance for one more. What you want from your big man, you want him to be accountable in these moments.
No question about it. And now what you're doing is everybody on the floor. Whose ball is it on the jump ball? How many timeouts do we have left? What are we doing defensively? Is this a 5-man switch? Are we going to switch across the board? And the biggest deal here is whether it's a 3 or a 2 by Towson, do not foul. On Towson's side of the ball, this is a drive the ball to the basket, try to get a finish, and then play defense with pressure on after a make.
Hargrove makes it a full 2-possession game. Dragons up 6. And pressure in the backcourt.
Wow. No one was guarding Messiah Jones.
And then the Tark buries a 3.
Holy mackerel. He might be looking for a degree from Drexel, how good he's been this game and last year.
Yeah. This might be his favorite gym in the league.
Yeah, he might get an honorary degree.
Deuce Drake. Drexel Dragons sitting on the clock. 31 seconds remaining in the game. 10 on the shot clock. Deuce Drake step back 3. Rims out.
All right, now Drexel too soon now, but they've got to start thinking about, do we foul?
Tark's 3 is good. We are tied.
Drexel now has to take the last shot, and it's got to be McGee or Butler.
8 on the clock. Kobe McGee with the ball. 5, 4. Kobe from way downtown misses. And we're going to overtime. 40 minutes wasn't enough, folks.
Not in this game.
We got another 5 in us. These games tend to go to overtime in Drexel and Towson. And because of Nenda Tark, we will do it again.
They ride the hot hand, and Tarp certainly did that.
We are back here at the deck. Drexel and Towson tied at 76 at the end of regulation. If you remember, the last time these two teams played here at the deck 2 years ago, that game went to overtime. It was a Drexel victory that time. We'll see who wins this one here today. Nenda Tark came alive. He's got 20 points in this contest. None bigger than the three he hit to send this one to overtime.
52 points off the bench. Towson's in overtime, having two starters not have scored yet. Depth.
But Pat Scary's like, that's not how we drew it up, but we will take it. For Drexel with their starting five back out on the floor once again. For Towson, Dylan Williamson out on the floor. Suleiman. Tomiwa Suleiman jumping against Hargrove. Tark. Williamson, Suleiman, Tejada.
And Towson with two players in the game with 4 fouls. Drexel, no one in serious foul trouble.
Suleiman picks up his third. And Yame Butler will go to the line and shoot 2. Yame today 8 of 13 at the line. He's got 19 points. Yame misses both, and Tejada gets the rebound.
Stay there and make your shot. Don't be thinking chase the ball.
If the Dragons had shot even 70% from the line, we'd be on our way home right now.
No question.
Williamson for 3. Towson opens up the extra period with a hot hand.
No, don't bypass. A to B to C, not A to C. Body language here, body language for the Dragons.
Tark spins. One official wants to call a foul, another wants to call a held ball. And the official that wants to go with the foul is going to get the W there. It looks like they're going to get Hargrove for the foul. So Nenda Tark shooting 2. Tark's 3 of 7 at the line today. We're in the part of the game when Nenda Tark, he's locked in.
He is really locked in. Mature possession here. A good shot. Doesn't have to be a 3. Young players look up and think, we're down 5. I can get this back. No.
There's no 5-point shot.
No, it's still 2 at a time.
Butler.
They've done a really good job of keeping the ball in front of them.
7 on the shot clock. Victor forcing it. Shot comes up short.
Always start with a stop. When you're trying to get back in a game, you want to get score, stop. So this is one young man right there.
Nenda Tark. I want to know what he had for breakfast. I might have some of that tomorrow myself. Wow. And suddenly it's an 8-point game, and Coach Spiker's got to take a timeout. We talked about his frustration towards the end of regulation. This extra period. He and his coach is talking it over.
Drexel needs this run, so the run has to be score, stop. Everybody always talks about, well, defense gets you back in the game. But if you don't score, there's a couple things. mentality-wise, you're like frustrated, and you're not going to get credit for a stop, so it has to be a score and then a stop. There's a certain natural down, frustration, probably too strong a word, but Drexel held 6 with about a minute left.
Yeah. Tarkin Williamson down the stretch, putting the gas in the Towson Tigers engine. We'll see how the Dragons respond here in the overtime period. You know, Drexel, even in the Stony Brook game, even in the wins, there are periods where the offense goes dry. I feel like there are more of them. I mean, against Stony Brook didn't have a basket the last 7+ minutes of that game.
Right.
All their points came at the line. But even in that stretch, there was a point of like 3 minutes where Drexel didn't have a basket. So Deuce Drake and Suleiman really pressuring Yame Butler, tried to keep him off the ball. McGee has it blocked. Tejada grabs it out of the sky.
You don't even want to say who blocked it, because now he's doing it at that end too.
Messiah Jones back in the game for Towson. Williamson from the elbow. All of a sudden, they can't miss.
That is the first double-digit lead of the day.
Yes, it is. Towson up 10 with 2.5 to go here in the extra period. Hargrove.
Two at a time and now in possession.
Now get to stop.
Need a little bit of game pressure. They're not going to feel too much pressure holding 8.
Now Hargrove's going to pick up a foul. That's going to be number 4 on Hargrove. Actually, they're saying that's number 5,
yeah,
so
he
is
had
done
one
for the
earlier.
Day. So Cole Hargrove disqualified from this contest with 2:10 remaining in the extra period. The Drexel Dragons normally do a really good job of protecting their home floor. This year, they've been fantastic on the road.
6 road wins, tied for 2nd in the country. I think UC Irvine, after the Stony Brook game, won later that night on the West Coast. And that took the lead for most road wins. But in conference, you must win at home.
Messiah Jones at the line shooting 2. He's got no points today. Starter, lefty, misses. Yame pushing the pace.
One more stop.
Coach Spiker calls timeout, calls a quick timeout.
Each team will have one, and you still have Towson having to shoot a 1-and-1 for the next foul. I don't think you foul.
Yame Butler with a little float job right there. Yame's got 21 points, but unfortunately the Dragons are down 6. You know, on the Dragon side, you know, coach is known for his adjustments. He's known for timeouts and being able to make things happen. But Pat Skerry has played the chess game very well today too, and he's, as you like to say, he's followed the hot hand.
Yeah, but that's where I would say Pat Skerry, and not knocking X's and O's, but he's done it with these Jimmies and the Joes. Like, he's put guys in position. I'm just marveling. I'm going to have to go back in my memory, deep memory, to see a bench production like this. Felt that it was going to be a deciding factor in this game. As I looked and I studied both teams, watching film, well, they play a lot of guys. So maybe we're going to walk out of here, Rob, maybe having said Christian May's name less than a half dozen times.
Yeah, Radir Hicks, you know, starter, point guard. Barely mentioned his name, Christian May. You know, but they're being led by Tarka. Tarka's got 25. Williamson's got 22. Tejada's got 14. That's still 3 below his average. And it's Williamson trying to get it in. Tejada and Williamson.
You have to stay mature. Cannot get emotional and make an irrational foul here. You have that shot clock.
Williamson pulls up from the free throw line.
2 guys off the bench for 49.
Towson shooting 54% from the floor in this game. Deuce Drake. Finally a Drexel answer.
There's still one more possession. That was not a 3?
Calling it 2 in the book. I thought it was a 3. Now Drexel gets a steal.
Oh, he's wide open. He had Victor at the rim.
McGee has it picked from him. Can they save it? I think they're going to go take a look at that one, make sure they get it right. They're going to send the teams to the benches and look to see who that ball went off of.
Kobe got caught in a spin dribble right there.
So that's Kobe's elbow there.
Maybe.
And it looks like it's off Towson. Like, does it? Let's see if it changes direction again after it hits the Towson player. Kobe, pan off. Goes back towards Jones.
That should be Drexel ball.
Should be Drexel basketball. I don't think they'll have to study that one too hard, but you know, Drexel, even if for a moment they doubt where they are right now, remember, Towson was in this similar situation. Minutes ago in the game, Towson was down 6 and sent us to overtime.
Great point.
You guys got to remember, keep your heads up.
And one of the things in these situations is you have to take a makeable shot. A lot of situations like this, players start to think about, well, I have to create a shot. No. Take your shot, stay in there, and then we go to the next possession.
Yeah, my eyes tell me that's off Messiah Jones, but the official's taking a couple looks at it. You know, it's amazing sometimes that, you know, we were talking earlier about the fact that, you know, for the most part, these are 18 to 22-year-old kids. The pressure of these moments sometimes, it's tough. So two officials are taking a look at it.
I think someday we should tape them. What is it that they discuss? And then they bring the third guy in. It's almost like third man in wrestling, right? Tag team wrestling.
Team, yeah.
You're in.
I think they're just looking for consensus. Want to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
I'll take that.
And they're all, you know, in theory, at least 2 of them agree, think the same way. Which I guess you have to, because it can only go 2 ways. We're giving Coach Spiker some extra time to talk it through with his players. He's got just the guys who are on the floor together. Now they've taken a look at it, and the officials have moved to the middle of the floor to discuss it.
Both teams with 1 timeout. And again, Towson would go to the line, and it would have to be a 1-and-1. There's one more 1-and-1
before they get to the double bonus. Meanwhile, Drexel already in the double bonus.
Wow. Towson ball? I don't see it.
I didn't see it either.
All right, so this is a quick trap foul.
They got to reset the shot clock before we get started here. There we go.
Good call.
Towson does a really good job there.
He's the one.
And quickly the Dragons collapse on him. Came into the game shooting 64.7% from the line. Today he's just 1 of 1. He's got 8 points overall, 3 of 7 field goals.
Everybody needs to be alert. It's a 1-on-1. And then what are we going to do if we score the ball? Is that when we're using our timeout?
41 6/10 to go. Tomiwa Suleiman. Suleiman makes it. Suleiman played in 73 games for IUP. If you're a Drexel fan, that's where Luke House was before he came and joined us. Messiah Jones out and Makai Lowry in for the Towson Tigers. They're up 7. Suleiman looking to make it 8. Vanderhorst picks it up off the floor. Dragons got to move. Fumbled handoff. Nanda Tark. It's his day. Why not let him finish it off? McGee spinning in the lane. Misses. Vanderhorst throws it over the rim. And now there's
Bench
a foul
production.
call.
Bench production.
Wow.
And so this Towson coming in under 500, and you scratch your head. If you don't know the league, you say they're the preseason favorite. We just saw why. Because they have a third wheel, they have a fourth wheel when May and Tejada don't have the big game.
Bench points. Drexel has 6 bench points today. Towson has 66. Look at 67 bench points right now. I don't know if I've ever seen it that unbalanced before.
I wholeheartedly agree with you.
Wow, this is the people are gonna look in the box score and say, wow, how can that Drexel wasn't competitive. No, this is an overtime game that Towson sort of ran away with.
61 points in second half and overtime. Remembering they had 50 against Northeastern the other day.
You warned about that as we approached the half. You said, hey, look, it's the team that put up 50 last week in the second half. And Towson, in overtime, steals one from the Drexel Dragons. 93-82, your final score. Nanda Tark gets 27 points for the Towson Tigers. His biggest game this season before was Morgan State. And Dylan Williamson chips in 24. Tough one for the Drexel Dragons. Their next game takes place on it's Saturday, so they play Thursday. Elon's coming to the DAC. I'm Rob Brooks for our crew, Josh Bellman and Gurleen Singh, Renee Washington and the coach, Phil Martelli. I'm Rob Brooks. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us here on a Saturday afternoon. Towson picks up the win here in the CAA, 93-82. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Drexel Basketball from Learfield Sports.